Kuldiga, Latvia. This little town has its unique architectural heritage, making it worthy of the UNESCO World Heritage recognition. We just parked up on the outskirts, but as we walked around, there's car parking everywhere inside. The locals are so used to tourism that they don't even care. They're just in the photos. They walk past the cameras. They are not camera shy. On the maps and in general to walk around, it's a very small location. However, it took us hours. It was basically a full day trip. As soon as you walk inside, there's churches, there's souvenir shops, there's restaurants. I really love this town. There are also museums where you can find out more information. But in general, as you walk around, you'll find out why this is a town of flying fish. Although the people here don't speak English, they try to talk to you, but if you go into the restaurants, they're able to speak English. There are signs for WC everywhere, and it says it's opened on the signs. However, they are all locked. The only toilets I found in the area was a paid toilet, or you go into the restaurants and pay. I've now reached the furthest location for attractions, and they are okay with you filming and taking photos in here, whereas if you go to Riga, you won't be allowed to. I have travelled over 30 countries, and there are only a certain amount of Orthodox churches. Other ones I've been to focus a lot on jewellery, whereas this one's kind of like a mixture of both. You can see a painting and gold stuff on top. Just like any other churches, you can't step onto the steps, but you are pretty much close enough to see everything. Now we are walking back into town and we can look at everything. Into the centre, we decided to get some food, and the food was delicious. We had traditional Latvian food, and it was very cheap. We continued walking around. are now by the river where you can see the observatory on the other side, and you can see the very famous bridge just here. At this spot, there are some free toilets, but they're not very clean. From here, we can cross the bridge, and that is where we originally parked, because in that distance you can see that very first building. Instead of walking, we decided to drive to the other side, because it's all free parking, and we crossed the Lovers Bridge. I've seen many love areas, however I have never seen people tying it on with chains. I thought this was pretty impressive, and in the distance you can see that famous bridge again. Following the path forward, not too far, we now reach this area. It's quite dangerous and wet. If you walk towards the water, you'll be able to see the fish. On the camera, you probably can't really see it, but when we look a little bit further in the distance, you will see them flying in the sky. Because it is so iconic, there is no fishing allowed and you can't cross this area. We now drove towards Observatory, however you can walk everything. One path is for disabled and one path is for general walking. So I went around the side to the disabled side, however it's exactly the same, and there's no lift, so even if you are disabled you can't really get anywhere other than just the bottom section. I have now climbed to the very top to see the sunset. There's about 10 people on here and it's wobbling a lot and it leans to one side. Before I got on, this whole area was filled. It certainly does not feel safe. Overall, I really enjoyed my time in this town. Thanks for watching, please like, comment and subscribe. Bye!